Good morning. Let us start the open source software and hardware ID elective one DT3107. Open source software and hardware to have an introductory knowledge of concept of open and free software and hardware, introduction of the Arduino hardware, Raspberry Pi, Internet of the Things IoT, to get an in-depth knowledge of Arduino software ID, simple programs, interfacing of basic hardware modules and Arduino, to acquire knowledge of interfacing and programming of Arduino for ADC, DC motor, servo motor, Bluetooth, Zigbee, Wi-Fi and PWM programming, to understand the details regarding LaTeX software with its installation, programming, processing, software facilities useful for various document preparation. To understand the details regarding Scilab software with its installation, programming, processing, console, editor, graphics window, software facilities useful for various technical calculations. To study ECAD as an electronic computer aided design ECAD tool for designing circuit schematic, electric rule checking, netlist generation, mapping components and designing PCB. So we have seen the Arduino as a physical piece of hardware, programming environment, community and philosophy. So this is the website arduino.cc where we can download the appropriate Arduino suite. Arduino IDE whenever installed, it is the C-like language, or it is also based on the C, and when it is installed, and then we can connect through USB over the board, and we have to select the COM port as well as the type of the board. Okay, so these are the basic processes or procedures to connect the IDE board. Then you can open any of the sketch, or you can write the new sketch and you can upload it to the board. So details of this we have seen. Software menu bar is there, on the drop down menus are there on the menu bar, and there are button bars on all the buttons are there. Those buttons can be understood with its menu names by hovering the mouse pointer on that. माउस पॉइंटर त्याच्यावर आपण नेलं की तेव्हा आपल्याला त्याचा कुठला मेनू आहे त्याचं नाव पण तो दाखवतो. Then there is a program area where, or it is called input area or edit area. So this is the program area, input area, edit area, that where we are editing the program or writing the program, and this program is called sketch. Okay. So status bar is there where it is now it is shown done compiling, whatever the status of the program, that is shown, uploaded program, done program, compiling, etc. Then program notification area is there where all the notification with the scroll is shown. To select up the serial port and board, proper port, proper board can be selected. Okay. Now let us move to the using of Arduino. So once we have installed the software, then install the required drivers and connected the hardware through USB. Any type of the Arduino board through USB. Then we can turn to selection of the COM port, where we are connected the board, at which COM port we have connected the board. We can select it in the drop down menu. Then we can select the type of the board, name of the board, which board we have connected, and then we can open the sketch and upload the sketch. Okay. So uploading sketch and executing the program, that flow is shown, flow chart is shown here. So using Arduino, in which we have to write the sketch, we have to prepare the program, write the sketch, type the sketch, or ready-made sketch you can use. Many examples are there in the software itself. Then press the compiler or compile button. Okay. Press the compiler button to check an error. If any error is there, that also can be checked. If it is successfully completed, it shows the status like done compiling. Okay. Status is shown here like done compiling. Okay. So After checking the errors or status, if successfully compiled, then press the upload button. After compiler button, you can press the upload button on the button bar, and then the program of Arduino board with the sketch. Okay, button bar of the program of the Arduino board on your sketch. Then program will be uploaded into the hardware or Arduino board memory. Okay, flash memory and a ROM, and the program continuously runs or executes in infinite loop. Okay, indefinitely it starts executing. It will not stop unless and until we stop it. So this is the flow chart. First you have to write the sketch, then compile it by pressing the compiler button, then upload it by pressing the upload button. And then suppose if you are using the blink sketch, then and LED is connected, then LED start blinking. Okay, so in file, sketchbook, examples, digital, blink is there. Okay, in examples, analog and digital, both type of the programs are there, folders, different folders are there, and in digital folder, blink program is available, example is available. So in files, sketchbook folder is there, in sketchbook folder example folder is there, in example folder digital is folder, then blink is folder. So in this way you can open by open menu, or directly there is a drop down menu for examples in the file, edit in the edit, then you can use that example, and there all the names of the files appear and you can click any of the names. Suppose link name. The same is shown here by a pictorial flowchart. So this is the sketch which is ready. Okay, sketch is ready now. So this sketch is given for compilation process. If compiling will be there. If compiling is done successfully, done compiling, then there will be upload button that we can press, and then uploading will be there. During uploading, there will be trans receive LED that flashes. There is a trans receive LED on the board. We have seen power LED is there, trans receive LED is there, and D13 LED is there. Okay. So trans receive LED will flash. It will become on and off, on and off whenever we upload the program, till the program uploading is continued. So program is small, then fraction of second it will get uploaded. So 2-3 times it will flash, or 4-5 times, or some many longer it also it will flash. It depends on the what is the memory size of the program. Okay, if long programs are there, more memory is to be transferred into the flash memory, then it will take longer time. Then after uploading the program, that means transferring the program from the computer to the connected hardware, that is the Arduino board ROM, flash memory. Then the Arduino will start its execution, and in that case the LED which you have connected, suppose you are using LED on the R13 board only. There is a one LED D13 available on the board. If you use the blink program for D13 blinking, that is output port you are selected 13 number, then the onboard LED will blink. Otherwise you can connect the external LED also anytime. So then sketch runs, sketch executes. Sketch runs means sketch executes. So this is the process, or we can say flow chart of executing the program. Okay, sketch is ready, sketch is compiled, compilation is done compilation, then upload, is pressed, then uploading is there. During uploading, RxTx LED flashes. If uploading is successful, then program executes and sketch runs. Sketch runs or program sketch executes. So this is the process, overall process of executing the program. It is very simple. Only two button operation is there, or only single button operation is also there. Directly upload button also you can do. In that case, it automatically compiles as well as uploads. So this is the Arduino program uploading. So again we have seen the structure. Again I will revise this Arduino programming structure, and Arduino Sketch runs into two parts. Arduino Sketch runs into two parts. We have seen the structure, how structure is. Sketch can be written in wide setup and wide loop. That we have seen. Okay. Sketch can have two parts. One is wide setup, one is wide, other is wide loop. So the program once written, that program also runs also in two parts. It runs also in two parts. Sketch is edited from program in IDE editor. Integrated Development Environment Editor, that is IDE editor. Okay. So once it is edited, compiled and uploaded, Sketch runs in two parts. In wide setup, whatever is written in the Sketch, wide setup, under wide setup, where we place the initialization code, the instruction that set the ports, etc., ports property, etc., any variables, etc. This runs only once. And while loop, this contains the main code of your Sketch. It contains a set of instructions that get repeated over and over. It get repeated over and over. Continuously it get repeated. Start from first instruction, second instruction up to last instruction, and again after completion or execution of last instruction, it goes to first instruction until board is switched off. Okay. So this is the Arduino program, how it runs. Now getting started with the programming. Okay, let us start with the programming. Bare minimum code. Minimum code what is required to upload without any error. What is minimum code is required? That is, you have to have wide setup. Syntax is like this. So you have to write the wide space setup, immediately round bracket, and then thus curly bracket of wide setup, curly bracket of wide setup, and closing also of the curly bracket of wide setup. The opening curly bracket of wide setup and closing curly bracket of wide setup, in between those curly braces you can write the setup details. Put your setup code here to run once. It runs only once. And these two lines indicates backslash. These two backslash indicates what? This indicates the comment. That means after this backslash till the end of the sentence or line, the compiler do not consider this, or compiler ignores this line. That means the comment is not compiled. So it is just to understand the user. Any information is to be given to the user, that you can write here. And here the information is written, put your setup code here, and that runs once. Okay, that runs once. And that information is given here in the comment. Okay, in comment you can write your name, you can write your roll number, your PNR number, so that the code generated by you can be identifiable by this student completed the code or saved it, like that. Or you can write the group names in the project. Okay, your project name you can write in the code, your group name you can write in the code, your roll numbers you can write in the code. Okay, code may be multi-line code or single line code, but backslash, double backslash will be there, or backslash star star backslash. Block code is there and one line single line code is there. In the block comments, you can have backslash star and it starts the comments, and any number of lines you can take and that will not be considered. At the end of comment block, wherever it stops, in between the line or at the end of line, you can or even start of the line before that comment ends, then you can put the star backslash star backslash, and that the total block becomes comment. Then next is bare minimum code. One is while setup and second is while loop. Very similar. void space LOOP, immediately the round brackets, and curly brace open, curly brace close, and in between curly brace open, curly brace close, you can write the main program. Your comment is written, put your main code here. Put your main code here to run repeatedly. To run repeatedly. It runs repeatedly. It runs once. It runs repeatedly. So this is about the bare minimum code. Bare minimum code, minimum of this much is required. So in bare minimum code, setup and loop are required. The setup is it is called only once. It is called only once by the program. This routine is called only once. Program calls the routine, isn't it? Program calls the routine. Calls means it takes that routine and execute. That is called calling of the routine. So calling of the routine, calling of the program block is there, calling of the function. So it is called only when the Arduino is powered on. Arduino power on केल्या केल्या एकदाच कॉल होतो तो हा रूटीन सेटअपचा. Arduino पॉवर ऑन झाल्या झाल्या और अपलोड केल्या केल्या प्रोग्राम हा एकदाच कॉल होतो, किंवा Arduino कंटिन्यू चालू आहे प्रोग्राम आणि तुम्ही रिसेट केला, Arduinoला रिसेट केला, रिसेट केलं की तो परत पहिल्यापासून सगळी प्रोसेस करतो. Either it is called only when Arduino is powered on, or whenever the Arduino board is resetted. Whenever Arduino board is resetted, then the total process starts again from start. So that time the setup is again called and executed. It is used to initialize the variables and pin modes. It is used to initialize variables and pin modes. Okay. Then there is a loop. The loop functions runs continuously till the device is powered off. The loop functions runs continuously. The loop function runs continuously. This function, setup function runs only once at the start. Loop function runs continuously, repeatedly, till the device is powered off. Till the device power is made off. The main logic of the code goes here. The main logic, main program is placed under the loop braces, within the loop braces. It is similar to while one. It is very same. Do you know while one? While one is a infinite loop. It is the indefinite loop. While one is the infinite loop. Similar to the while bracket one. For microcontroller programming, जसं सी मध्ये व्हाईल वन असतं किंवा फॉर एमटी दोन सेमिकोलॉन्स असतात, एम्बेडेड सी मध्ये पण पाहिलं आपण, तर सेम इज देअर इन दिस व्हाईल वन विच इज इन्फानाइट लूप. इन्फानाइट लूप सारखंच हा लूप आहे, व्हाईल वन सारखाच लूप आहे. हा लूप म्हणजे व्हाईल वन सारखा एक्झिक्यूट होतो. नाउ पिन मोड. Let us understand pin mode. We have seen the pin mode is a keyword or instruction in previous lecture. In this, the P must be small. While writing here, it has become capital, but it is not capital. P must be small, just like this. PIN M capital ODE. PIN MODE. M must be capital. Okay. So pin mode in A pin on an Arduino can be set as input or output by using pin mode function. What pin mode function does? Pin mode sets that pin either input or output. सिंपल. पिनला तुम्हाला इनपुट म्हणून अज्युम करायचं आहे, म्हणजे काम द्यायचं आहे, फंक्शन द्यायचं आहे, की आउटपुट म्हणून. वेदर यू वॉन्ट टू यूज दॅट पिन एज अ इनपुट पिन or output pin, that is decided by pin mode function. Okay, so pin mode 13 comma output आणि इनपुट हे कीवर्ड ऑल कॅपिटल आहेत बरं का, ऑल कॅपिटल लेटर्स लक्षात ठेवा. सो 13 नंबर इज अ पिन नंबर टू विच पिन यू आर allotting the function or which pin you are defining. Okay, तुम्ही कुठलं फंक्शन, कुठल्या पिनचं फंक्शन अलॉट करताय किंवा कुठली पिन तुम्ही डिफाईन करताय ते पहिल्यांदा लिहायचं, त्यानंतर कॉमा आणि त्याचं काय फंक्शन आहे ते लिहायचं, आउटपुट फंक्शन. ओके, पिन मोड इंटू ब्रॅकेट 13 कॉमा आउटपुट इज कॅपिटल. सेमी कोलन द्यायचं, डिलिमिटर आहे तो, सेमी कोलन दिलं पाहिजे. ओके, सेमी कोलन विसरायचं नाही, मग तुम्ही एरर काढत बसायला लागेल तुम्हाला. सेमी कोलन विसरलात की एरर येतो आणि एरर मग काढत बसायला लागेल, कुठं आलाय, कशामुळे आलाय ते शोधायला लागेल. सेमी कोलन कंपल्सरी, डिलिमिटर. अँड डबल कोलन त्याच्या समोर दोन बॅकस्लॅश आहे, म्हणजे कॉमेंट सुरू झाली आणि त्या कॉमेंट मध्ये त्याची माहिती लिहिली. तुम्ही काय लिहिली? यू आर रिटर्न द इन्फॉर्मेशन अबाउट धिस पर्टिक्युलर कोड after the double backslash, and double backslash is a comment. Hereafter at the end of line it considers as a comment. And what is the comment? Sets the pin number 13 as output pin. So this is for our information. Compiler do not compile this. Okay, this is for our understanding. Whenever we read this program again any time after 1 month or 1 hour or 1 week or something, while debugging or reusing it, then after next year if you you have gone into second year of the degree, then you can open the sketch and then you can understand. Yes, in small programs it is not so difficult to understand, but in the lengthier programs to understand the logic it is difficult. That's why in lengthier programs always the commenting is very very helpful. So you can always have the habit of commenting the program. It will consume some time, but it will help in the long usage of the program. Okay, so immediately it will feel that time is a waste of the time. But if you are doing this program for project, the project will have many lengthy time duration, 1 month or 2 months or something like that. So you can modify it afterwards. You can have new idea to be incorporated, or your guide says that this modification is needed. Then again you have to write some do some modification or rewrite the code. In that case, it will be helpful. So pin mode 13. Then similarly, pin mode 13 input is there. So if we write here input, that is pin mode, is the code word, keyword, and in bracket 13 number is a 13 number pin, comma input. Input is a function of that pin, and comment is there. Semicolon must be there. Semicolon is complete. Delimiter. Then double backslash is a comment. It sets pin number 13 as input pin. It sets the pin number 13 as input pin. Okay. Setting the pin data direction. Arduino. Setting the pin data direction. Arduino. Pin mode is pin number comma direction. So input or output. Direction it is input or output. Okay. Whether the data is flowing from outside toward inside memory of the microcontroller, or from inside memory of the microcontroller to the outer circuit. So this is the direction. Then execution makes Arduino pin number 3. Suppose if you are using 3 PD3 as a output. Suppose Arduino pin 3 PD3 as a output. So that is pin mode 3 comma output. Suppose 3 number is taken as output PD3. सो 3 नंबर पिन हा आउटपुट म्हणून आपण घेतला आहे. देन पिन मोड पिन D3 इज आउटपुट विथ दिस हेडर फाईल. जर आपण हेडर फाईल इन्क्लूड केली ME106.h ही एक लायब्ररी फाईल आहे. ही लायब्ररी फाईल तुमच्या आर्डिनोच्या इन्स्टॉलेशनच्या फोल्डरमध्ये जर असेल, इन्स्टॉल्ड असेल किंवा तुम्ही नंतर घेऊन कॉपी करून डाउनलोड करून कॉपी करून त्याच्यात पेस्ट केली असेल, म्हणजे तुमच्या कॉम्प्युटरमध्ये जिथं आर्डिनो इन्स्टॉल आहे त्या कॉम्प्युटरमध्ये ही हेडर फाईल अवेलेबल असेल आणि तुम्ही ही इन्क्लूड पण केली याच्यामध्ये आर्डिनोच्या ह्याच्यात, तर हे तुम्हाला डायरेक्ट pin_D3 असं सुद्धा वापरता येतं. हे स्टँडर्ड कीवर्ड आहे, ह्याच्यात डिफाईन केलेलं आहे. कॅपिटल PIN_D3 कॅपिटल D3. ओके, हे पण डायरेक्टली वापरू शकतो. 3 कॉमा आउटपुट 3 कॉमा आउटपुट इज करेक्ट. पिन मोड syntax, or you can have pin mode pin_D3 comma output. This is also will work. Okay. Note, what is to be noted, one pin at a time. You can define with the help of pin mode single pin at a time. Again, to define different pin, again you have to write pin mode instruction. So as many pins you have to define, those many pin mode instruction you have to write. Okay. One pin you can define input, one pin you can define output, again another pin you can define output, another one more you can define input, and so on. In case of LCD interfacing, you have to define the enable pin, contrast pin, or you can tie the contrast permanently, and enable pin you can have the latch pin you can connect. Again you can connect enable pin to the permanently voltage, but latch pin must be there because latch pin is compulsorily required in the programming, isn't it? Latch must be there in the programming because it has to be activated by the program. And data pins, address pins are required, isn't it? Data pins to transfer the data. So those many pins we have to program to connect into the LCD. Okay. LCD to the Arduino. Suppose you wanted Arduino pins 3, 5, 7. Okay. Then PD3, PD5, PD7 to be outputs. Then there is a way to make them all outputs at the same time. Yes. You can search it. How to make ads. You can search it. Your task will be there after lecture. You can just search as your curiosity. Okay. Under your curiosity you can search it. Of course we will check it afterwards. Pin voltages. Pin voltages. The microcontroller are fundamentally digital device. That we know. Microcontroller are fundamentally digital device. Okay. For digital I/O pins. So it is digital device. So obviously that works on 0 and 5 voltages and logic 0 and 1. Then information is coded in 2 discrete states. Information is always coded in 2 discrete states, high and low, logic 1 and logic 0. Information is coded in 2 discrete states, that is logic 1 and logic 0. Okay. Voltages in case of TTL, transistor logic, TTL. 5 volt is there for high, logic high, and 0 volt is there for low, logic low. If we are using 3.3 volt CMOS, 3.3 volt CMOS IC are there, if we are using that, then 3.3 volt for high, logic high, and 0 volt for low or logic low. Okay. In both the cases TTL and CMOS, 0 volt is for low or 0 logic, and for 1 logic in TTL 5 volt and in CMOS 3.3 volt. And 3.3 volt is provided on the Arduino board also. If you want to connect in another external CMOS ICs or CMOS logic, that voltage is already provided. We can take that voltage and connect to the circuit. It is just a provision made to have the ready-made 3.3 volts. So since CMOS logic works on 3.3 volt, this voltage is important. That's why it is provided. So these are the voltage levels: 5 volt, 0 volt, 3.3 volt, 0 volt for logic 1 and logic 0 respectively. So pin used as output, turn on LED. LED आपल्याला turn on करायचं, which is connected to pin Arduino pin suppose 0. Suppose pin 0 is taken to turn on LED. Okay, that is PD0. Note the resistor. Okay, note the resistor. Resistor is there. Suppose at Mega 328, this is the Arduino, and in the figure, and this Arduino pin number 0 is there, PD0, and to this pin number resistor is there 150 ohms, and then the LED is connected, and LED anode and LED cathode is grounded. So this ground connection is there on the other side. What should be the data direction if you want to make LED on and off in this circuit? What should be the data direction of pin number 0, PD0? Just check it. Pin mode, that is the pin, here you have to write 0 in first location, comma, and second you have to write output. Pin mode. Pin mode is output. If the pin is output, then that pin can be used for outputting the data, isn't it? Then that pin can be used for outputting the voltage. So voltage outputted, 5 volt is applied here, and then that 5 volt that is outputted, one logic will drive this LED or send the LED current, and that will glow this LED. Okay. So this arrow indicates the light output. Okay. So pin mode 0 output, turn the LED on, turn on the LED. Digital write is the word in which the pin LED, whatever the pin 0 pin or is you have stored in this, is made high. Then it will give 5 volt, and to turn on LED, turn off LED, digital write again the same pin and give it to low. So these are the two instructions: to turn on the LED and to turn off the LED. We have to digital write the data. Which data? High data and low data. If you give high, it will generate 5 volt on that particular pin number, and if you give the low, it will generate pin LED or whatever pin number low. Okay. Pin as inputs and pull-up register 1. Pins as inputs and pull-up register 1. Pull-up register, something concept is there. Remember, pull-up register. Okay. So using a switch as a sensor. Suppose switch is used as a sensor. On robotic buggy, we have seen the in block diagram of embedded system, isn't it? Embedded system lecture, very first or second, third lecture. In robotic buggy, there is touch switches. Flexible metal strips are there, and if the robotic buggy stuck somewhere, suppose to the wall or something, object, or even our hand, if you put in front of robotic buggy and it touches the hand, then that metallic putty, flexible metallic strip, flexible strip bends and touches the switch and makes the electric connection, and that switch closer understands flowing current, will make understand the microcontroller that the switch is closed, and it makes understand the microcontroller robotic buggy that some object is there, obstacle is there. Okay. So in this way, switch sensors can be used. So if you are using the switch sensor for window opening, door opening, sensing, etc., you can connect the similar. You can use two wires. One is connected to the fixed that frame of the door, and second you can connect to the door. Whenever door is closed or door is open, you can make the arrangement that the wires will touch each other. Okay, or wires will disconnect in one of the case and or either case, or second other case. So this can be used for seat belt also. Car seat belt is there, and car seat belt is closed, then that seat belt is having some arrangement of fixtures, and both are metals, and then those metals, one can be connected to one side of the switch and another other can be connected to the other side of the switch, and that can detect the uh, belt is used or belt is not used. Okay, and detect seat belt, and it can sense that seat belt is used or seat belt is not used, and accordingly it will alarm or it will detect it and make whatever other processes. Detect the switch state. It detects the switch state. Switchच्या दोन state असतात. One is switch is closed and switch is open. What should the data direction be for Arduino pin number 3? Suppose pin number 3 we are using for connecting switch. So here we are connecting switch. So external voltage we are sending as a sensor voltage, isn't it? External circuit is there, switch circuit, and this external circuit, single pole single throw switch is shown, or touch switch. Here the touch switch is shown. Okay, one is single pole single throw and second is touch switch. Any switch you can connect. So we can use that switch as a sensor, and we can connect either VCC or ground. Okay, suppose here ground is connected and we have to send a 0 while switch is closed. So how the Arduino is sensing the voltage? By taking that voltage. Okay, how the Arduino knows that what voltage is there is by sensing it. So how the pin mode should be? So pin number is 3, so we have to write here 3, or if the header file is included, you can write pin underscore D3. Okay. And what should be there? It should be input. So we are inputting the voltage to the Arduino from the external circuit. Is it correct? We are inputting the external voltage from external circuit to the Arduino. So what should be the data direction? It should be input. What will the voltage on the PD3 when the switch is closed? In this case, ground. What will the voltage be on PD3 when switch is open? Is it indeterminate? Switch open असताना काहीच connect केलं नाही. Is it indeterminate? TTL logic says whenever there is open circuit in the pin is assuming 5 volts. Pin has one logic. कधीही ओपन सर्किट पिन सोडलेली असेल आणि पिन जर तुम्ही सेन्स केली कुठल्याही आयसीची, तर ती ओपन सर्किटेड पिन ही 1 दाखवते. प्लीज अंडरस्टँड, प्लीज रिमेंबर. ओके, with this information it comes now the role of pull-up resistor. Why the pull-up resistor is required? Now here we are not connected any resistor. Okay, so pull-up resistor is shown here. Okay, this is the pull-up resistor. Internally it is shown. This is the pull-up resistor. Okay, this resistor is connected to internal 5 volts. This is the Atmega 328. This dotted square or rectangle is Atmega 328. Internal to this port pin, internally to the port pin, the 5 volt is connected through the resistor. Okay, this arrangement is there internally. That means what? Whenever we keep this pin PD3 open or any pin, then internally 5 volt is connected to there, and that internal 5 volt connected will give logic 1 to that pin. And if we connect externally this pin to the ground through the switch, then the ground is connected to this pin. and then it will assume as a 0. So ground is connected, it will assume as a 0, or external 5 volt is connected here, that also assume as a 1, or if no connection is there, that also assume as a 1. You understood the pull-up resistor? So due to pull-up resistor, it assumes always, TTL logic assumes 1 whenever the pin is open circuited. Whenever pin is not connected anything, whenever the IC pin or TTL logic pin is not connected anything, it is open circuited, then that pin assumes logic 1. Why it assumes logic 1 is explained in this figure. Because the pull-up resistor is connected, that pull-up resistor pulls up the voltage of the open circuited pin. Okay. If pin is short circuited to the 5 volt, then automatically it gives the high logic. But if the pin is short circuited to ground, it automatically gives to the 0 logic. And whenever it is connected to 5 volt PD3, external 5 volt, then this 5 volt on the one side of the resistor and other 5 volt on the other side of the resistor, there is no voltage difference, so no current will flow through the resistor, internal resistor, pull-up resistor. And whenever there is a ground connected to the PD3, that means 0 logic is connected to the PD3, then 0 volt is given to this side of the resistor, and other side pull-up resistor internally connected to 5 volt. So 5 volt and 0 volt, 5 minus 0 is 5 potential difference, and this resistor internally pull-up resistor may have 1 kilo ohm or 10 kilo ohm. Suppose it is 10 kilo ohm, so 5 volt divided by 10 kilo ohm. So how much the current will flow? Calculate it. Or 5 divided by 1 kilo ohm. So it is 5 milliampere. 5 divided by 1000, it is 5 milliampere. And if it is 10,000, it will be 0.5 milliampere. Okay. The pull-up resistor will have the 0.5 milliampere current flow into the external switch to the ground. So pull-up resistor is providing this current to the external ground. If it is providing the current to the external ground, that means this pin is sourcing the current. Source म्हणजे करंट एक्सटर्नल सर्किटला प्रोव्हाइड करतो तो. इट इज sourcing the current. It sources the current. Okay. So this pin is sourcing out this current. And if the 5 volt is connected, then it can sink the current. One is a source of the current, and other is sink of the current. Sinking the current means current is taken from external circuitry to the microcontroller, and sourcing means microcontroller provides the current from itself to the external circuitry. So either source or sink of the current will be there. So this we have seen the concept of sourcing of the current and sinking of the current also. So switch as a sensor is there, then make the voltage on the pin determinate voltage on the pin determinate by turning on the pull-up resistor for PD3. That determine the turning on the pull-up resistor on PD3. Assuming PD3 as the input, PD3 जर इनपुट अज्युम केला आपण, तर आपल्याला इथं एक्सटर्नल व्होल्टेज अप्लाय करता येईल. हे इनपुट असेल तर एक्सटर्नल व्होल्टेज इन होईल, इजंट इट. सो जर PD3 इनपुट अज्युम केलं तर एक्सटर्नल व्होल्टेज अप्लाय करता येईल. So assuming PD3 as the input, we can write the digital write. बघा डिजिटल राईट कशासाठी आहे, डिजिटल रीड कशासाठी आहे. रीड आणि राईट असे इन्स्ट्रक्शन आहेत बघा, डिजिटल रीड, डिजिटल राईट. ओके, हे कशा करता असतात जस्ट आता आपण अंडरस्टँड करू. आर कॅपिटल नसतो, डब्ल्यू पण नसतो, मी लिहिताना तसं लिहिलेलं. ओके, रीड आणि राईट आहे. रीड ऑपरेशन मध्ये काय करतो आपण, ही पिन आहे, त्या पिनला एक्सटर्नल सर्किट किती आहे ते रीड करतो आपण, बरोबर ना. एक्सटर्नल सर्किट रीड करतो. रीड करताना पिन काय असायला लागते, इनपुट असायला लागते, बरोबर. इनपुट असायला लागते रीड करताना. आणि राईट करताना काय असायला लागतं, इंटरनल मायक्रो कंट्रोलर एक्सटर्नल सर्किटला व्होल्टेज अप्लाय करतं राईट केल्यानंतर, म्हणजे हा आउट असायला पाहिजे. बरोबर, पिन आउट असायला पाहिजे. पिन आउट असेल, आउटपुट असेल तर राईट करता येत आपल्याला. आणि पिन जर इनपुट असेल तर आपल्याला रीड करता येतं. इफ द पिन इज इनपुट टाईप देन वी कॅन रीड द सिग्नल ऑन द पिन. बरोबर. अँड पिन इज आउटपुट टाईप देन वी कॅन राईट ऑन दॅट पिन. पिन जर आउटपुट असेल तर राईट करतो आपण पिनवर, आणि पिन मग ती बाहेरच्या सर्किटला ते लॉजिक अप्लाय करते. आणि बाहेरच्या सर्किटचं जे लॉजिक या पिनवर अप्लाय झालेलं आहे ते आपण रीड करून सेन्स करू शकतो बाय रिडिंग इट. रिडिंगसाठी पिन इनपुट असायला लागते, रायटिंगसाठी पिन आउटपुट असायला लागते. मग आता आपण स्विच ॲज अ सेन्सर म्हणून वापरतोय, म्हणजे बाहेरचं व्होल्टेज सेन्स करतोय, म्हणजे पिन कशी असायला पाहिजे, इनपुट असायला पाहिजे, तर आपल्याला रीड करता येईल. आता पिन जर इनपुट असेल तर आपल्याला काय कमांड वापरायला लागते, डिजिटल राईट डिजिटल रीड वापरायला लागते. रीड करायचं आहे ना पिन इनपुट. आता पिन इनपुट अज्युम केली बरं का आपण. लेट अस अज्युम PD3 input. PD3 input assume key. Let us assume PD3 input. But which command is used? Digital write. Instead of digital read, digital write command is used. Pin number, pin switch and high. This command does this very important work. Okay. This turns on the pull-up register. Internal pull-up register is activated or turned on if we have defined that pin as the input pin and we have applied the logic command as digital write. If you applied the logic as a digital write and pin is input pin, then the pull-up register on that input pin is activated. जर तुम्हाला पुलअप रेजिस्टर ऍक्टिव्हेट करायचं असेल, चालू करायचं असेल, तर तुम्हाला ती पिन इनपुट झाल्यानंतर डिफाईन केल्यानंतर, पिन मोड इनपुट डिफाईन केल्यानंतर त्याच्यावर एकदा डिजिटल राईट हाय करावा लागतो. डिजिटल राईट हाय करावा लागतो. एकदा डिजिटल राईट इनपुट पिनवर डिजिटल राईट करायला लागतो. आउटपुट पिनला राईट वापरतात, पण एकदा डिजिटल इनपुट पिनवर डिजिटल राईट आपल्याला अप्लाय करायला लागतो, एक्झिक्यूट करायला लागतो, म्हणजे त्या पिनचा जो पुलअप रेजिस्टर आहे तो ऍक्टिव्हेट होतो. तो पिन मोड पिन अंडरस्कोर स्विच इनपुट पुलअप. ओके. व्हॉट विल बी द व्होल्टेज. हे तुम्ही नावं जे आहेत ना, हे तुम्ही जर हेडर फाईल यूज केली तर देऊ शकता, किंवा पिन अंडरस्कोर स्विच वगैरे हे तुम्ही वापरू शकता हेडर फाईल. नसेल तर आपण डायरेक्टली नंबर लिहायचा. व्हॉट विल बी द व्होल्टेज ऑन PD3 बी व्हेन द स्विच इज ओपन. स्विच ओपन असताना, आता जर पुलअप रेजिस्टर असेल आणि स्विच ओपन असेल तर व्होल्टेज किती असतं, VTG. दॅट विल बी द व्होल्टेज ऑन PD3 व्हेन द स्विच इज क्लोज. व्हॉट विल द व्होल्टेज ऑन द स्विच व्हेन स्विच इज क्लोज्ड. या सध्याच्या कंडिशनमध्ये स्विच क्लोज झाल्यानंतर किती व्होल्टेज येईल, ग्राउंड व्होल्टेज येईल, 0 व्होल्ट. आणि ओपन असेल तर VTG. ओके. सो दिस वी हॅव सीन. ओपन असेल तर VTG अप्रॉक्सिमेटली 5 व्होल्ट असतं. The pins as inputs and pull-up register. Okay. Pins as inputs and pull-up register. This pin will turned on. इथे जेव्हा 0 आपण अप्लाय करतो ना, तर पुलअप रेजिस्टर डिॲक्टिवेट होतो. म्हणजे इथे जर 0 अप्लाय केलं तर पुलअप रेजिस्टर हा डिस्कनेक्ट होतो, आणि 1 अप्लाय केला तर पुलअप रेजिस्टर ऍक्टिवेट होतो. So pins as an input and pull-up register, switch as a sensor to turn off the pull-up register, assuming PD3 as an input. परत PD3 assume इनपुट PD3 हा इनपुटच आहे, आणि त्याच्यावर आपण डिजिटल राईट करतो इनपुट पिनवर. इनपुट पिनला जनरली डिजिटल रीड वापरतात ना प्रोग्राममध्ये, पण आता आपण डिजिटल राईट करतो. कशासाठी, पुलअप रेजिस्टर ऍक्टिव्हेट किंवा डिॲक्टिव्हेट करायचं. आणि ते पिन स्विच घेतोय, पिन नंबर 3 असेल जो काय असेल, पण त्याला लो आपण अप्लाय करतो. लो अगोदर आपण हाय अप्लाय केला होता इथं. ओके. हा अप्लाय केला होता. कशासाठी? पुलअप रेजिस्टर ऍक्टिव्हेट करण्यासाठी. आता डिऍक्टिव्हेट करण्यासाठी, ऑफ करण्यासाठी, टर्न ऑफ करायचा पुलअप रेजिस्टर, तर आपण लो वापरायचं. तो लो वापरला की पुलअप रेजिस्टर डिस्कनेक्ट होईल किंवा टर्न ऑफ होईल. दिस टर्न्स द पुलअप रेजिस्टर ऑफ. दिस टर्न्स द पुलअप रेजिस्टर ऑफ. पुलअप रेजिस्टर वापरायचं असेल तर काय करायचं? इनपुट पिनवर पुलअप रेजिस्टर वापरतो, पण इनपुट पिनला जनरली डिजिटल रीड करायला पाहिजे. पण आपण तिथं पुलअप रेजिस्टरसाठी काय करतो? इनपुट पिनला डिजिटल राईट वापरतो. आणि पुलअप रेजिस्टर ऍक्टिव्हेट करायचं असेल तर हाय देतो राईट, आणि डिजिटल टर्न ऑफ करायचं असेल पुलअप रेजिस्टर लो देतो. So this is about the pull-up register activation and deactivation. Then possibly of weak drive when pull-up register is turned on. समजा pull-up register turned on झाला, ओके, तर काय होईल? पुलअप रेजिस्टर मुळे एलईडी जर आपण कनेक्ट केला असेल तर वीक ड्राईव्ह करंट होईल आणि एलईडी ग्लो होईल. म्हणजे पिन सेट ॲज अ इनपुट पिन with the pull-up register turned on can source a small current. It will source the small current. So this is sourcing of the current. So current is microcontroller to external circuit. So it is sourcing. Please remember this. Okay, please remember. It is important concept. Okay, possibly a weak drive current when pull-up register is turned on and pin set as the input pin with the pull-up register turned on can source a small current. Okay, that current will turn on LED. Remember this. Please remember this. Now, रीडिंग अँड रायटिंग डिजिटल व्हॅल्यूज हा रेग्युलर प्रोग्राम मध्ये कसं करायचं? आता पुलअप रेजिस्टर साठी स्पेशल थोडा तो एक पार्ट आहे. काय आहे तर पिन इनपुट असताना पण आपल्याला डिजिटल राईट करायला लागतं. मग पुलअप रेजिस्टर ऍक्टिव्हेट किंवा डिऍक्टिव्हेट होतो, हाय आणि लो असेल त्याप्रमाणे. पण रेग्युलर रीडिंग रायटिंगला काय करायला लागतं? रीडिंगसाठी डिजिटल रीड, रायटिंगसाठी डिजिटल रायटिंग. सो रीडिंग अँड रायटिंग द डिजिटल व्हॅल्यू. आर्डिनो मध्ये रीडिंग किंवा रायटिंग करायचं आहे डिजिटल व्हॅल्यू. सो डिजिटल राईट 13 लो makes the output voltage on pin 13 0 volt. Digital write 13 low makes the output voltage of pin number 13 0. Digital write केला आपण पिन वर 13 नंबर 30 नंबर पिन वर लो केला समजा डिजिटल राईट, then makes the output of voltage of pin number 13 0. Digital write 13 high. Digital write 13 high makes the output voltage on pin 13 5 volt. So integer button state नावाचं व्हेरिएबल डिफाइन केलं. बटन स्टेट, ओके, दॅट इज ऑफ इंटिजर टाइप. त्या व्हेरिएबल मध्ये डिजिटल रीड केला आपण. डिजिटल रीड केला 2 नंबर पिनचा, म्हणजे 2 नंबर पिन जो आहे तो इनपुट म्हणून डिफाइन केला आपण आणि त्याला रीड केला. तर काय होईल? इट रीड्स द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ पिन नंबर 2 इन द बटन स्टेट. इट रीड्स द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ पिन नंबर 2 इन द बटन स्टेट. नाउ इन ऑन दिस स्लाइड, due to the slide size limitation, this line continues on the next line. But in program it will not work. In program this line is new line and it will consider as a code and it will give error. Either you have to put here the double backslash or you can put the backslash star at the start and star backslash at the end. Okay, then error will be removed. Or you have to continue this remaining part of the sentence after this sentence. If only single once the double backslash is used. Okay, so this is just the printing limitation of this slide. Okay, स्लाइड वर बसत नाही म्हणून ते पुढे गेले, बरोबर ना? नाहीतर एरर देईल ते डबल बॅकस्लॅश नसेल तर. हे आता अझम्पशन आहे आपलं. So analog to digital conversion. Analog to digital conversion. आपण काय काय पाहिलं बघा एकदा. पुलअप रेजिस्टर ऍक्टिव्हेट डिऍक्टिव्हेट कसं करायचा, राईट आणि रीड कसं करायचं डिजिटल, डिजिटल राईट डिजिटल रीड. ओके, डिजिटल राईटला पिन नंबर आणि लो तरी किंवा डिजिटल राईटला पिन नंबर आणि हाय तरी द्यावा लागतो. लो दिला तर काय होईल, लॉजिक लो 0 व्होल्ट आउट होईल आणि हाय दिला तर काय होईल, लॉजिक हाय दॅट इज 5 व्होल्ट राईट होईल. सो अॅनालॉग टू डिजिटल कन्व्हर्शन. अॅनालॉग टू डिजिटल कन्व्हर्शन मध्ये अॅनालॉग व्होल्टेज असेल ते इनपुट केलं तर त्याला डिजिटल मध्ये कन्व्हर्शन व्हायला लागेल. व्हॉट इज अॅनालॉग? What is analog? It is a continuous range of voltage values. Analog is a continuous range of voltage values, not just 0 or 5 volt. Not just 0 or 5 volt. Analog is continuous range of voltage values. Okay. Analog is a continuous असतं ते, फक्त 0 आणि फक्त 5 नसतं. It is a continuous range of voltage values, not just 0 or 5. Suppose this is 0, this is 5. So in this digital case, either this voltage is available or this voltage is available. In between voltages 5 to 0, they are not available. In digital, they are not recognized. They are not available. They are indefinite. They cannot be identified in the digital. They cannot be named. Those values do not exist in the digital. In between 0 and 5, those values do not exist in digital. But in analog, any value exists. Infinite possibilities are there. So this is a continuous value. So as a habit, I have drawn the sinusoidal. Any voltage variation may be there. There may be ramp, there may be triangular wave, there may be the square wave, there may be the in any irregular signal, okay, any random signal. So voltage is continuously in continuous range. Okay. Amplitude, voltage amplitude, current amplitude is in continuous range between 0 and 5. It is called analog. Why to convert to digital? Because microcontroller understands only 0 and 5. In between voltages it do not understand. So what it does, what we have to do is we have to convert the amplitude, any particular amplitude, into its equivalent number. So we can convert this range 0 to 5 suppose into equivalent numbers, some numbers. We call it as a quantization. We quantize this range. In digital communication, you must have studied quantization in PCM. What is PCM? It is analog to digital conversion. Pulse code modulation is nothing but analog to digital conversion. So analog to digital conversion, we have to quantize it. Quantize means we have to convert, we have to identify particular steps and we have to give the number to each step. So 0 is there, then 1 upon 5 is there, 2 upon 5 is there, 3 upon 5 is there, 4 upon 5 is there. Okay. Or you can have many such steps. Okay. So we have done here 5 steps. You can do any of the steps. So this is called resolution. Okay. You can divide this range into 8 levels. To divide the range into 8 level, we require 3 bits to give the number. Okay. 0001 is given for first level, 001 is given for the second level, 010 is given for the third level, 011 is given for the fourth level. So such 8 levels will be there. We divide 0 to 5 into 8 levels and each level is given the number. Okay. Similarly, you can divide it into 16. So 2 raised to 16 possibilities are there and 16 levels will be given numbers. Okay. Instead of 8 levels, 16 levels. For 16 levels, to define the 16 levels, to number the 16 levels, we require 4 bits. 4-bit combinations use 16 different numbers: 000000001, 001, 00011, 01100, 0101, 0110, 0111, isn't it? And similarly 1000, 1001, 1010, 1011, 1100, 1101, 1110, 1111. These are the 16 combinations, isn't it? We have studied this in the second year, fourth semester, digital third semester, digital technique, isn't it? In your third semester already you have studied it. So how to convert to digital? To make it understand to the microcontroller, because microcontroller is a digital, because our microcontroller only understands digital. Microcontroller only can understand digital. That's why we have to convert into digital. Okay, that is the reason we have to convert the analog external signal into digital signal. Simple reason. So, if the analog to digital conversion facility is there, then we can connect the external circuit analog also. External circuit digital is very easily connected to the microcontroller, because the external circuit is digital, microcontroller is digital, it will work. There will be compatibility in the circuits. Of course, the digital voltage levels must be compatible. That means one circuit microcontroller is TTL, the external digital should be TTL. So 0 to 5 is 0 to 5. 0 is logic 0 and 5 is logic 1 for both the circuits. But if one is TTL, one is CMOS, that is one circuit gives 1 5 volt and other circuit gives 3.3 volt, then some conversion stages may be required. Okay. So why ADC, analog to digital converter? Because microcontroller only understands digital. Okay. So we'll stop here for the open source software and hardware, and we'll continue the same link for the embedded systems. Okay. Thank you.